Before I even begin, I have to attribute a lot of the inspiration for this video to The Social Dilemma. Recently added to Netflix, it is an eye-opening documentary about social media and how it's engineered to keep us hooked. A lot of the ideas I present in this video derive from The Social Dilemma, and I encourage you to watch it in your own time to be blown away on how much data you are actually giving away. It's clear that there is a problem with curation and social media. The inventors of big data have come together in this show to tell you that there is a problem. I see the problem is curation. What is curation though? Well, if you're on Facebook, you might have seen people you may know, you might have seen posts suggested for you, and ads separating all of those posts. And then, if you like any of those, you're able to react to them using likes or comments, or even shares. On Instagram, you have your own feed dedicated to what you specifically like, the people you follow. You have an explore feed that lets you see things that you might like based on who you follow, and you can also like, comment, and share those posts. On YouTube, there's a recommended video on every page you visit, and they're tracking what you're watching every minute, every second. The same features pretty much exist on every platform. Snapchat, Twitter, Reddit, anywhere where you're giving your time and energy to, they're tracking all of that. And yet, all of these products are virtually free. Well, how are they free? Obviously, this question is not asked enough. If it were asked every day and people learned the true answer, perhaps they wouldn't be on social media. If you are not paying for the product, you are the product. This quote is pretty five-head, pretty big, pretty meta. It's pretty hard to understand or teach without learning the actual logistics, the engineering behind it, and this is where The Social Dilemma thrives. It was their goal to teach this theme, this lesson, through an hour-and-a-half film, and they did it perfectly. Something palpable and obtainable by many people. They go a step further on this idea though, and they say that it's the gradual, slight, imperceptible change in our own behavior and perception that is the product. So it's not just us being on the platform. It's us changing our behavior on that platform and in our external environments that is the product. So every like, every comment, every minute we spend watching, posting, sharing, anything that we do on the platform is watched. And it's written down on our own profile. This profiling makes a little persona of me, and companies like Facebook are able to turn that straight into money. They monetize our lives, our data, our profile, our attention, and sell it to companies. We're not bothered though. That is curation. Curation is making the most addicting feed for you to stay on their application for the longest time. They sell your time and energy to other companies trying to get you to buy their product or buy into what they're doing. Those companies know exactly which buttons to press. They prey on you using confirmation bias. To help you understand how confirmation bias affects your media feed and therefore affects you to go out and buy a product or spend money on some company, I'll take you through my routing on how I was affected by confirmation bias. One day, I thought I wanted to be a YouTuber. I believed I needed a good camera, a good microphone, new editing software, a new computer. I pretty much believed I needed all the things that the pros already have. The fact was I already had a phone, a webcam, a computer that could do all of that already for free. Another fact that I was aware of is that I was broke. I didn't have the money to go out and buy a new camera. Soon enough, I was finding ads on Facebook about the latest Canon camera. I went on YouTube and I saw reviews for that camera, and finally on Instagram I saw a creator using that camera. Unsurprisingly, all of those posts had links straight to buy the camera, and the camera I'm looking in right now, this one right here, is the one I purchased. Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram works together to confirm false evidence based on your emotional beliefs. So while it may be fake news that I need a camera to up my creative game, they still got me. They can only coerce me to buy another product through one other model, and that is what we call the hook model. Nir Eyal, the author of Hooked, takes us through a 5-step process that constantly keeps us engaged and distracted by social media. It all starts with an internal trigger. That's something that we feel inside. I'm feeling lonely. I feel like I need attention. I want somebody to love me, right? The big data companies, the social media platforms know when you're feeling this way based on certain times and actions you take in those times, and that's when they send an external trigger. That trigger could be a notification on your phone saying to watch this video or check your email. So of course, you click on that notification and you arrive at your customized feed, something prepared just for you at that moment based on what you're feeling. Based on every action you take from that moment on, you're going to receive a variable reward. It could be good, it could be bad. A good reward would leave you fulfilled, saying, yes, I did get more likes, or I saw something I really enjoyed. I watched that video and I laughed. Maybe your reward was bad. I didn't get enough likes on that post, or I really didn't enjoy that video. As they're tracking that data, you're moving on to the investment stage. You're getting ready to up your game for the next video or photo you post on social media. You saw what got likes in that last one, so what do? You do it again. And now, no matter what you're feeling inside, good or bad, the social media platform improved their service by providing more content for more people. All for free. And you know that feeling that when you post something important with your life on that social media platform and people like it, you feel more accomplished. You feel that somebody cares about you and that you are doing something right. In a study performed at Boston College, they essentially learned that the hooked model is starting to divide people more than bring them together. There is now a Valley of Open-Mindedness on Facebook that separates likes and comments from each other. If a post is getting a lot of likes, there's a great chance that you're in an echo chamber, a place where everybody in your community likes the same kind of idea. And if you're not in an echo chamber where everybody likes you, you're in a flame war. This is where so many comments are going at each other saying, my side is better than your side, I'm cooler than you, you're wrong. No matter what, these are not productive discussions. You're not achieving anything. You're not building a community. If you're in an echo chamber, chances are you're excluding another part of that community. If you're in a flame war, you're openly admitting that you do not want to accept others into your community. Facebook likes to curate your feed to see echo chamber posts and flame war posts. Things that will cause you to either start more chaos or avoid all chaos. Facebook is holding the leash on all of its users today. They're only letting you see what they know you like. And this is where you are the most profitable for them. Social media is more profitable when they hold you on a leash, when they keep you in your echo chamber or show you the flame war. What they're doing is curating your feed, curating your ideas to make sure you never have an original idea again. As someone who focuses on entertainment and specifically music, I think it's very important to look at what Spotify and Netflix are doing, as they are pretty much the leading streaming services in video entertainment and audio entertainment. When you ask, what should I listen today? Or when you think of that, Spotify already has something prepared for you. It's a made-for-you playlist or recommended just for you. They call it Discovery, but you're not getting anything more than what's similar to what you like based on their own algorithm and own numbers. There's no original thought there. This is confirming to you that the only music you should listen to is the kind that you like. In fact, you'll probably get a notification about it saying a lie. They're going to pretend that you're the top 1% of fans so that you'll click on a button and maybe you'll listen to their song. And as Netflix produces more original content, you're gonna find that that's gonna be recommended to you before any of the TV shows that you might like to see elsewhere. So you're probably wondering though, why is curation bad? Why would getting what you want be bad? Well, if you want to know the furthest extent that curation can go to, just watch an episode of Black Mirror and you will realize how bad it can be. Viewer's discretion is advised. But I'm joking. I think curation is bad because it occupies your time. It sells your time, your attention, all of the energy you could be spending elsewhere. It keeps you hooked on their platform. Doesn't let you have any original ideas. It sells your time, your energy, your original ideas to large corporations. We are losing the opportunity to have an original idea, to find love or find what makes us happy in life, and find that self-actualization phase, the phase in our life where we say, I am fully happy and I need nothing more than what I already have. Curation makes us believe that there's always something more out there that we need to find. And they're finding it for us. They are the solution. They are our self-actualization. Curation is false self-actualization. But if it's not curation, what is it? What should we be doing? I believe it's collisions. And no, not like a car crash, not this explosion here. Collisions are open-minded discussions that include everyone and all of their ideas. They're judgment-free zones where you can have your own suggestions, be respected for what you say, and listen to everyone's ideas equally. So let's start a collision. Do you like seafood? I don't like seafood, but I remember it was Christmas Eve about 7 years ago when my sister said you should try some shrimp. And I loved it. And then 4 years later, I was on vacation and she said you should try some crab. And I ended up loving shrimp and crab. As a young 14 or 15-year-old boy, I really thought it was the grossest thing to see people eat fish until I tried it and I enjoyed it. So, all in all, I may not like that food, but that is somebody else's favorite food. It's not for me to decide who can and cannot like that food. The collision here was when I tried that food. When you were growing up and your parents started introducing new food groups to you, they would always say the word, try it. Now, kids are usually more outspoken on this, and if they don't like it, they'll spit it right out and start crying. But as I grew older, I learned to embrace those collisions and try different food, especially from different countries, and learning that there is more out there that other people like. And my taste is not the only taste of the world. There are different people with different tastes, and they're allowed to like certain foods that I don't. While this example goes to explain a very common collision in all of our lives, I think food doesn't offend many people if you like or don't like it. That's why we'll talk about music, the field that I'm most acquainted with. If you don't like a song or a genre, a lot of people you've heard before say, oh, I hate country, I hate rap, I hate jazz.
You're not stupid. Jazz is stupid.
Jazz is stupid! I mean, just play the right notes!
So before you say you hate a genre, you need to go through this process. I may not like that song, but that's somebody else's favorite song. It's not for me to decide if they did a good or bad job. It's not for me to decide if they can like it or not. So if you embrace the individuality of music, art, anything that you consume, and try it, giving everything an equal chance, you are colliding with other ideas in the world. Having collisions seems less and less achievable every day. But I know I'm speaking to an artist out there, a future author, a future actress, a future chef, a future everyone. When it's your time to write that song or write that book or be in that show or find that wife, that husband, that significant other, you're gonna wanna be treated equally and thought of with your individual ideas that count, right? I know you're going to want a time and a place for somebody to listen to you and give you a chance. And if we keep letting curation of social media be the gatekeeper of us finding new ideas and finding new people to enjoy and be with, we'll never have an original idea again. Simply put, curation gives the spotlight to the highest bidder, the company that's going to spend the most money on reaching you. They sell our time, our attention, and our ideas to the highest bidder. With curation, all of our original ideas get dampened and muted. And all of the highest bidders, all of those corporations, whatever idea, whatever thing they want to put into our minds and on our feeds, they'll always get amplified. As society and humanity, we should all be striving for more collisions. Collisions give an equal voice to all ideas, give us all an equal chance to be heard. But most of all, it utilizes that energy to achieve self-actualization. When we collide with new, independent ideas, critically thought about in those collisions, we're able to achieve a self-actualized version of ourselves. One that's more educated, more aware, more focused, and more happy. So let's be real. I'm probably wrong about some of these ideas. If the YouTube algorithm works, this should be on your feed because of curation. Maybe you like hearing about how social media is destroying our brains and hacking our minds and our hearts and attention. If you kind of hate this content, maybe perhaps this is a collision, an opportunity for you to be exposed to new ideas. That's why I'll do you the favor of not asking you to like, comment, or subscribe. This video was made to inform you of what might be occurring on a daily basis in your life. And it's my goal to help you reach that self-actualization, to maybe go on Facebook or YouTube tonight and think about how you're acting on that platform. I'm not asking you to delete any social media. I'm not asking you to change your behavior. All I'm asking you to do is be more cognizant, be more aware of how you're using your time and attention on your social media platforms. Thank you for giving me a platform for my ideas. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being engaged. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a friend. No, I'm just kidding. You did it. You collided. I hope you enjoyed, and I encourage you to go find more collisions.